Hey everyone.
Think we're
I
live.
think we're live.
Let us know if you can hear us.
So yeah, this is the first time we've done this like with this setup. So just let us know if there's any issues, if you can't hear us properly or anything like that.
Yeah, we're using the GoPro, so it might look kind of weird. That's why we're all like stretched out. Hey Vince. Hey Matt, how's it going? Let us know if you can hear us.
I'm actually just gonna see if I can change the what's it on the GoPro. So.
Oh, they can hear us.
Hey.
Hey Boat Time, how's it going? Good to see you guys. Hey Weymouth to the world. How are you all?
Actually, no, you can't.
Oh, excellent. We are coming in loud and clear.
Awesome. So we're a little bit early, but you know, it's not
Eager beavers.
Eager beavers, yeah.
Hey Debbie, how's it going? Hope you're all okay. It's good to speak to you all. Hey Lee. Oh, that's good.
Thanks,
awesome,
Matt. That's awesome.
Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for bearing with us.
We're all good. We're all good. We're really excited to be getting back to Talisman soon.
Yeah. Oh, it's Vince on from Jazzy Girl.
Oh.
Yeah, we are proper landlubbers at the minute.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Hey Billy. Hey everyone. Yeah, so we're obviously still in beautiful Birmingham at the minute. We're in Bryn's parents' house, so this is his childhood bedroom. Oh, thanks, Boat Time. Thank you. We've watched a couple of your videos as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are actually flying back to Talisman in a couple of weeks.
It's literally, yeah, it literally is a couple of weeks now. So should we go into what's been happening, what we've been up to for anyone that hasn't like?
Yeah, can do. If you want to wait a couple of minutes, just to.
Oh yeah, we'll wait till 6.
Don't want to miss anyone out.
Peterborough massive.
Birmingham massive.
I was in Peterborough not that long ago.
Yeah, you was. As you can tell, our tans have completely faded now.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Looking all pasty. Yeah, we can't wait to get back on our adventures either. So excited to get back out. It's like all we've been talking about is just sailing and our plans, and just can't wait to get back out again.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Ralph. West Virginia, that's really cool.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we just it's been really bright and sunny here today though.
Yeah, we've been lucky with the weather recently. I think most of the UK has been lucky with the weather recently.
I think we've got a few people in now.
Yeah.
Brendan.
Hey. Thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks for joining everyone. Like, it's really cool to have people like to be able to chat to you guys at the same time.
Hey, Cara and Brendan. Big shout out to our Biscay bandits. Right, I think we can go ahead and talk about some of our plans.
Yeah, should we start with what we've been up to?
Yeah. So what have we been up to?
So
sleeping.
Even
Bryn's
though
been sleeping.
We have had obviously videos going out over winter and things like that. We actually, when was it we got back to the UK?
October.
It was the middle of October, so we've actually been in the UK for quite a while now. I think probably like 4 or 5 months, which is plenty long enough. We came to reset our visas and also to top up our like kitty funds to keep sailing and cruising. So while we've been back, Jay's been really busy. She's been juggling the normal work that she did before we moved on to the boat as well, and also doing like all our YouTube videos.
I wouldn't say really busy, but it's busy-ish. I'm not going to talk it up. Also, hey Julian, hope you're okay. And Leon's asked, what's the first thing you'll pack when you return to the boat that you forgot and didn't take last time? Ooh. Actually, an interesting one is Bryn's microscope.
We're actually packing this time. I want to take my microscope with us, just because it's something that I'm really passionate about and interested. And
what for? What are you going to use it for?
So I'm just I'm just curious about marine biology, and I used to like work with marine aquatics in the past for a number of years. So this time I want to take my microscope with me, and I just want to like take samples of either off the hull or like things that I find when we could dive in. Nothing obviously big or alive, but I'm just interested in seeing what I can find like in the microbiology side of things.
Hey, Claire and Ollie.
Hey,
Hope you guys are okay. How's it going out there? I think anything else that we forgot or didn't take last time?
I don't think there was. Like we overpacked more than anything.
We are going back with a lot of luggage this time.
Yes, we have a lot.
We could say what it is actually.
Yeah, we can.
So we're taking a dinghy back with us. So we've got a new dinghy from Force 4.
Yep.
So that's going to be going back with us. What else?
Windlass.
A windlass, a manual windlass. So obviously we lift the anchor by hand at the minute, and a couple of our good friends who have got a stag as well, they've given us their old windlass. So we're taking that, which is really exciting.
That's
it's
really
so much
exciting,
easier. And yeah, I think that's about. What else are we taking?
So we have a few other little electronic things that we're going to be taking with us.
Very secretive.
Something for everyone to look forward to. One's an upgrade and one's just a really cool thing to have on the boat. And if you follow us on Instagram as well, you've probably seen one of them at least.
Debbie said, can you take food with you? What I am taking, Debbie, is some Marmite. Because I am obsessed with Marmite and we haven't really been able to find that much while we've been out. No. So I'm taking Marmite back with me. Other than that, I think most of the things that we like we can get out there in the med. So I don't think we need to take much back with us. Maybe some chocolate or something, but not much food.
If I end up taking chocolate, it won't make it onto the plane.
Yeah.
I'll eat it all before we get there.
It's not like Brendan and Cara who are in this chat because they showed us their chocolate haul last time.
Oh, wow.
And it was like 3 suitcases of chocolate, I swear.
Yes.
But yeah, hi Dave. Hi Claire and Dave. It's the med in a month's time. Oh yeah, 100%. I hope to see you guys in the med. Stay in touch and let us know where you are and stuff. Now that you've reset your visas, are you going to continue to use a 180-day tourist visa or apply for a 12-month self-employed freelance worker visa as your new content creators?
Well, I can probably say, unfortunately, we still wouldn't be able to get the self-employed freelance content nomad visa.
It's based on your earnings. Most of them are, aren't they? And Wynn's not earning enough yet still. But yeah, hopefully we'll qualify for that one day. That would be really cool. Yeah,
it'd help us stay and be able to cruise around a little bit slower. Yeah. So for this season at least, and probably the following season as well, we're going to be doing 90 days. Is it 90 days? Yeah, 90 days in every 180. Yeah. Which we've kind of created a route that we think we're going to be following now. And one of the things that I always say is like plans with a sailboat are never exact, but we've got a rough idea of what we're going to be doing.
And also, Boat Time have said Yorkshire tea bags, 100%. We are taking a stash of Yorkshire tea bags. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know how we survived without them. And also, Claire and Ollie said Gibraltar in Gibraltar for Marmite.
Oh, yes, yes.
They can do a supply. Yes, please. Nathan said, show me outside. I don't know if we can. The GoPro's plugged in.
Yeah, the GoPro's plugged in, unfortunately. And it's an absolute mess over there.
I'm not sure. I'll show you guys the mess in a minute. At the end of the chat, if you're here at the end, I'll take the camera off here and then I'll carry you over.
That's fair, that's fair.
We need to do a trip to Tonic. Yeah, Tonic have like all the chocolate and all the beer. In the process of selling everything I don't need and have a lot of stuff. 2022 is the year I head to sea solo. That's awesome, Ralph.
That's
really cool.
Honestly, I think for anyone that's thinking about doing it solo as well, there's like, it's a different skill set in a way, like, and the mental preparation that you go through. Like we've spoke about doing solo sailing as well.
It wouldn't quite be the same because I know there's 2 of us obviously, but this year we're going to try and do some solo sails. So we'll both be on the boat, but just act like we're not there at all. So then I can kind of plan a route on my own and solo sail, but knowing that Bryn's obviously there as well is a bit of a comfort blanket. Yeah. But I think we're going to try and do some of that this year as well. It's like a whole new challenge, isn't it, on your own?
Yeah, and
which is really cool.
Interested to see. Like, we want to try and experience it as well.
Yeah. Where are you really excited to head to this season, Darren, Ollie?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I think what we haven't really had yet is, I don't feel like we've found any just really good anchorages.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say anything against the place we've been because they're awesome, but we've never had that like idyllic, you know, you get somewhere, it's just crystal clear water, really like beautiful backdrops, sunsets. Like, we've not really been anywhere like that. So I'm actually really excited to just kind of get to parts of like Mallorca and Formentera, just to get to those idyllic little anchorages.
Yeah.
And well, I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit quiet when we get there as well, because we're going to be heading out there slightly early in the season. So yeah, I think I'm just looking forward to maybe like the north coast of Ibiza, parts of Mallorca.
I'm going to go a little bit different. I'm going to say Albania. I'm looking forward to seeing what Albania is going to be like. Like, I know there's some sailing channels, like Sailing Sunday. They went to Albania. It's really cool, but I'm looking forward to going to Albania as well.
Yeah, and also actually, like, we're not obviously 100% sure what we're going to fit in this season either, because if we do get to go to like Sardinia, I would love to go and see some of Sardinia.
Yeah, for sure.
That looks beautiful. So yeah, loads of places. Just can't wait to get to the Balearics firstly, because I think it's going to be like nothing we've really experienced yet.
Yeah,
so I'm really
the Balearics
excited.
are going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome.
In the next season, can you spend a little longer on the cooking? So many nice looking dishes, and we eat a lot of beans and veg. Yeah, for sure. We're actually quite excited about that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because I think we never included it a lot before, because I honestly just didn't think like people would be interested in it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm a very good cook, so the fact that some of you guys have said that is really lovely. So I'm definitely going to show more of that.
And I'm just going to say she is definitely a good cook. Like, the food tastes amazing.
But yeah, we'll spend a lot more time on cooking and stuff like that, definitely. Who drew the cute Santa Claus? I think that's Bryn's nephew. Is that your niece or nephew?
Has it got a name on it?
No.
I think it was my niece. Yeah, in fact, on this little wall,
there's loads of little drawings.
I've got loads of little drawings that I've got 11 nieces and nephews, and they all like draw me little pictures and stuff. So I keep all their little messages. I think it's really cute and cool.
Do you do lots of solo sails as Bryn leaves for England?
Pretty much, yeah. That is a very good point.
I'm a seasoned solo sailor, basically.
I've got to get some solo hours in.
Boat time. Solo practice is good in case someone has an injury. Yeah, for sure. Like, I want to be confident that if anything does happen to Bryn, like, that I can, you know, take the boat into like port, or just manage it on my own and navigate and stuff like that. And like, I do sometimes think I can, but then with Bryn there as a comfort blanket, I suppose I don't really test myself as much as I should. So
yeah, and also it's fun. Like, it's fun to test these things and try it. It's like, it's a bit exciting at the same time when you're not in a stressful situation.
Debbie will be sailing solo. Like, yeah, Debbie, you're amazing. Like, some of the stuff you've told us on Instagram as well, like, it's so cool, and I hope you definitely get out, and we'll be watching how you get on and stuff. How are the plans going for solar and going off grid?
Really good. We have got a couple of upgrades coming up as well. So everything's going to look the same, but we're just changing the way our solar system works. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to testing that out. Essentially, at the minute, both panels work together, and if one of them's shaded, it affects both of them. So I'm just separating their systems to go to 2 solar charge controllers. So that's the only thing I'm changing, and I'm looking forward to it.
And in terms of off-grid, like, there's not really anything else I don't think we're doing this year. There's things we'd love to do, obviously. A water maker.
That'd be incredible.
But what else?
Well, we did think about a solar arch.
Oh yeah. I don't know if we're going to get around to doing that. I
don't think we're going to do it. Not anytime soon, anyway. It might be towards the end of this season or next winter. We're going to be doing it.
Honestly, we just really want to get out sailing, so we're trying to just keep like the projects to a minimum, I think.
Yeah, it's really interesting. In fact, if anyone wants to like say whether they like watching the projects of videos or whether they want to see more of the travel, just put that in so we get to see it and we can kind of get a tally of things, because we just love going out sailing.
Yeah. I was born and grew up by the water. I've lost you. Where are you gone? 20 years I've been in the mountains. Time for a new chapter in life. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Do it. Go for it. What are your job backgrounds, if you are comfortable sharing? Go ahead, you can go first.
So I've worked with animals for a number of years, and I was qualified as a marine biologist towards the end. So I worked at sea life centres and worked with penguins and sharks, and basically built marine aquatic systems and like maintained them and stuff. I've also done things like sales, and I was a video editor just before. Well, I made videos for a company, and I was a video editor just before we actually started on this adventure. That was my last job, I think.
Yeah, but just to put it out there as well, Bryn actually doesn't edit our videos.
I don't edit the videos. No, Jade does all the editing.
Like, even though obviously that's Bryn's background, we just kind of felt that I enjoyed it a bit more, I guess.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a bit more, and I think probably because you've done it for a living, you were ready for a bit of a break.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took over the editing of the videos. And in terms of my job background, a bit of everything, to be honest. I think the last thing I was doing before the boat was just a bunch of different online freelance stuff. So I was doing transcription. So like listening to audio and then just typing it out. I'm quite a fast typer. That's like my only skill in life. I can type really fast.
You're underselling yourself though.
So yeah, I did that for a while, and just a bunch of different things in that kind of category. And before that, I was a postwoman. So yeah, postwoman.
Worked in a lab?
Yeah, I worked in a lab. I studied science as well for a little bit, but I dropped out of university, so I just did literally like all different jobs basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, backgrounds in all sorts really. Hi guys, don't forget to take extra gas canisters. Do you know what? We obviously ran out of gas the day we left Talisman, so we're getting back to no gas.
There is gas there though, so we're going to sort it out straight away.
I need a virtual boat as the missus doesn't want to go sailing. Oh, that's a shame. Maybe you can get her out just like for some little local sails on like a really nice day and the sun shining and see.
If you're close enough to the water and there's people in a marina, I'm sure that there's people that will be happy to have crew on a boat as well. If you're up for that sort of thing, like people will be happy to take people out.
Yeah, or try and entice her with like, you know, if you've got some friends that sail or something, just go out to like a really beautiful anchorage on like a boiling hot day.
Yeah, make it as appealing.
Beers, like cocktail, music playing. That's how I get like, because my parents and family aren't really interested in sailing either, but they loved it when we took them out in the Solent on a nice day. How many watts do you have in the panels?
So we have 200 watts in total. Then that's two 100-watt panels.
Yes, for projects and cooking and anything really. Oh,
that's awesome.
Claire and Ollie said we like a mix, but more sailing if we had to pick. Yeah, I think that's the thing that I enjoy watching as well. You like boat projects when you're watching YouTube?
Honestly, I like a mix. Like if I was to say my favourite sailing channels?
Yeah, go for it.
So I really enjoy watching Sam Holmes sailing. I think what he does is incredible, and I love the way he just jumps from project to project, and he does really good sailing. I really still enjoy watching Le Vagabond, Wildling Sailing Sunday, and Sailing Uma. Do you know what? I do jump in and out of watching all of these channels, but those are the ones I've probably watched the most recently.
And also, we watch a lot. You know, when it's someone you know that you just want to watch it because you know them.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
There's a few of our friends that obviously Sailing Diana and Deep Blue Dirt and Intrepid Bear and like
Alex Go Sailing as well.
Because we know them, you have to watch it and you're like, oh, this is so cool. Like I know them. Do you plan to sail to Greece?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously it's not set in stone, but we have to kind of roughly plan our year because of the Shenzhen issue. So obviously it's 3 months we're probably going to spend doing the bit of Spain that we're doing, and then the Balearics. So then 3 months after that to reset will probably be Albania,
Croatia, Montenegro,
and after that possibly Greece.
Yep.
So Greece will be
towards
September,
the end.
October, November.
Yeah, by the end of the summer we're probably going to be in Greece, and then we'll probably bounce between Greece and Turkey for a little bit.
Yeah, probably. And then we might end up doing some of our boat projects when we get to Turkey, because it'll be like winter, and
we hear it's a bit cheaper
apparently people have told us it's a bit cheaper, so that might be the plan, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's roughly this year, but obviously it could all completely change, obviously, as well.
Yeah. You just don't know with sailing, like it's so hit and miss. You don't know if anything's going to break, and you might end up just, you know, rolling on with the project that way. But I think it's just an interesting way to keep going, like, because it's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like we've made plans in the past, and it just sometimes doesn't happen.
Yeah, in case we didn't already tell you guys this story, when we were originally planning England, like to the Mediterranean type thing, Bryn and our friend Ali, the nomad sailor, they were having these video chats, like brainstorming ideas. And then they got off the call, and Bryn was going, okay, so the plan is we're going to go England to Malta, and that'll probably take like a month.
Yeah. We were planning on not stopping. We just wanted to get into the Mediterranean, head towards Greece as fast as possible. And it's just not that easy.
Yeah.
It's not that doable.
We now know that it takes time to sail,
Yeah.
and you have to wait for weather.
Yeah, yep.
Did being in a Mayday situation knock you back mentally, and how long did it take to get over that feeling of distress? I think, honestly, in the moment, like, I think we tried to show this in the video, but obviously you don't always think to kind of get the camera out and say exactly what you're feeling in the moment. But we did try and show this, but literally in the moment, like, Brent, you were saying things to me like, oh, I'm just going to stay in like port for a bit, and like we're not going to go out sailing for a bit now.
Yeah,
I just want to not do anything, stay in A Coruña and not sail for a while now.
Yeah, I did.
Like, in the moment, like, it did shake us up for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I think, like you say, I just wanted to regather like my thoughts and thinking about going out again. But I actually think the way we did it worked out best, because it kind of, getting back out there is a way of getting over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely. How long would you say it took us up for?
I don't know. Well, for me, probably less time.
I was going to say, for Jade, I think it was less. For me, it was probably, I don't know, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Before I started to like have my normal confidence back with it a little bit.
Yeah, like, my way of dealing with things is just to kind of like crack jokes way too soon.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as it happened, I was just like, so you've always wanted to see an orca?
Yeah.
Brendan was like, no, it's not the time.
Not the time, too soon.
Too soon. But yeah, like, I think we had like a week obviously resting in A Coruña, and, you know, hanging out with friends there and talking about sailing. We were just instantly back excited, weren't we? Like,
yeah.
Like, as soon as we'd like sat down and thought about it, we're like, okay, well, that happened. Like, we're fine, the boat's fine. So just get back out and enjoy it. But for a good like a couple of days after that, still, we were like, every time we saw something by the boat, we were a little bit like, what's that? Could
have just been a bird on the water.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. It doesn't help because if we hadn't have known about the whole orca situation, I think it obviously wouldn't have shook us up as much, probably. I think we'd have been more excited to see them.
Yeah.
Because all we'd heard was all the negative stuff about damaged boats.
Yeah.
We were obviously instantly like, oh no, that's it. Like,
yeah, we'd scared ourselves before it even happened.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Turkish lira is really weak, so it'll be even cheaper. Yeah, a few people have said it's really cheap there, so could be where we get a solar arch fitted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Hola. We did the exact opposite in 2021, Italy to Belgium in 6 weeks. It's doable, but not so much enjoyable to pass so many beautiful spots.
Oh,
yeah, I can imagine that's true, actually. I think even though we did it a lot slower than that, there was a few spots that we probably rushed as well. So, yeah. You both were amazing in how you handled that incident. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's really reassuring to hear your honesty and how you can bounce back from the immediate reaction. You sound so timid. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I think you guys are similar to us as well. I don't think I told you, Boat Time was saying they might get a sailboat one day.
Oh, incredible.
After a canal boat.
Oh, do it. 100%.
Do it. Come join us in the med.
The life on the water.
Come join us in the sun. When will you return to Talisman?
So we actually fly back on the 4th of April. So it's
like 2 weeks, I think, or something.
2 weeks tomorrow.
I'm going to have a look at a calendar because I actually don't know.
Yeah, 2 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we're so excited to get back. Albin, anxiously waiting for an Atlantic crossing. Love your videos. You make my weeks. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, we've spoke so much about Atlantic crossing as well. I honestly don't know what we're gonna do or when. But we definitely, I think we'll do a crossing.
100%.
Yeah,
definitely. We've got some ideas and some. Yeah, we've just got some ideas. I think that's the best way to put it. And I think we will be doing an Atlantic crossing at some point.
Yeah. Swap to lithium too, if you can stretch that far.
Absolutely. If it comes about that we're able to do it, I think we definitely will. We've watched the bigger people do it on the bigger boats, and yeah, they're kind of showing that it is a way forward with induction cookers and things like that. I think the only thing that might be difficult on a smaller boat is the amount of solar we can fit. So I reckon we'll probably go solar upgrade first.
Yeah.
If we know we can draw in enough power, then we'll go for a lithium bank as well. Yeah.
Everything is so much more scary on a sailboat. Yeah, I suppose compared to a canal boat, I suppose there is a lot of different things to consider.
Yeah.
Parts of canal boats really scare me though. Every time I see a lock, I'm like, what, how are you doing this? Like, even when we were talking about if we were going to take like the French canals on our sailboat, I was like, those locks look terrifying.
Yeah, they're huge.
When do you start planning the Atlantic crossing, and would you join the Ark?
Unfortunately, our boat is too small to join the Ark. I think it's 32, 33 foot, something like that is the smallest. I'll have to double check. We might leave at the same time as the Ark.
We might just follow them.
We might just follow them. They'll all overtake us.
Yeah.
So when would we start planning? I would say we started planning an Atlantic crossing about a year ago. In our heads.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's always, if you're sailing or if you're on a boat, I think you're always thinking about it. So we have the plan of which route we're going to take and what time of year we're going to leave, how we're going to provision all those things. So realistically, the only thing left to do is to make our way to them places and then cross the Atlantic. Yeah,
it's really difficult to say because I think we're both really keen on doing it. Equally, we don't want to rush the med, but I think they'll just come at a point and we'll just be like, oh, let's do it, and just go for it. I think you know what we like, we get such itchy feet, don't we? You know what we like. We nearly cried when some kids threw rocks at us. Yeah, I saw that in your Instagram story, guys. That was awful. That was horrible. Have you considered a hybrid diesel electric engine? They have regeneration too for electric and best of both worlds.
I've seen these, and I think I'm always looking at different options and different things to install. But the only thing is, I think it's just looking, and the only reason for that is if our boat isn't broken, there's no point in fixing it or changing it. It seems to be working for us at the minute, but in the future, if ever we get to that stage or that point, or if something makes a lot more sense, then I think we would do something like that. We're definitely not scared of changing how things are working. Yeah. Like, we're happy to try things and just give it a try.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just if it's not broke, we don't want to mess with it. But yeah, for sure. Okay, Debbie, it was really good to see you. Speak to you soon. Vince, I have 300 watt solar and 200 amp lithium, and my boat is only 23 foot.
That's incredible. That's a lot of solar. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've seen.
Yeah, he's on. Jazzy Girl.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's good going. That is. I think we may potentially upgrade to the lithium, but I think it's just because we'd have to change our charge controllers and what else is it? Charge controllers and the alternator on our engine would have to be changed as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably just a little bit more than just the batteries, but you never know. In the future, we potentially
could work out better in the long run if we can do it. While doing it with other boats is just as good. Other buddy boats, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We would definitely try and time it with other people.
Yeah,
let me know, definitely.
it's just fun. Do you know what? It's just fun to have other like-minded people sailing with you as well, so that when you get together and you talk about your stories, it's just really cool and fun.
Yeah, it's so nice to like plan things with people as well. Like before Biscay, obviously, you know, we didn't know if we were doing the right things and the right weather windows. So it was really nice to have like a group of people to talk to, and you know, we'd all go down the pub and just like chat through things and different situations, and it made it so much more fun as well.
Yeah,
didn't it?
100%.
We're so excited to see what you guys get up to this season. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. Yeah, we can't wait to get back out again, though. So excited. What boat jobs will you have to do before splashing?
Okay, so we are
Anti-foul.
we're going to anti-foul, and this should be the last time we anti-foul for hopefully a couple of years. So we'll check over all the hull as well whilst we're doing that, make sure that we're happy with everything. I'm pretty sure everything is okay from the last time we checked. We're installing a windlass, so we'll be doing that pretty much as soon as we land, getting that installed done and ready. And then we're going to be just servicing the engine, getting all the sails back out and on, checking over all the rigging. It's mainly getting the boat back ready to sail more than jobs and projects.
Yeah, because you probably saw, like, we obviously left it at tip.
Yeah.
So we've got to like put everything back together and get the sails back on and that kind of stuff. But we're hoping it won't take very long. Like, we're planning to kind of be back in the water as soon as possible.
A week to 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully only a couple of weeks. We want to just get back out and get sailing.
Yeah, and then we have got some nice upgrades to do whilst we're actually cruising.
Yes, we are. Hey Trevor.
Hey Trev.
Hope you're okay. Looking forward to your plans for this year. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, we're excited as well. I don't know do we need to say our plans again? Has anyone new joined? I don't know.
Yeah, if people want to hear us quickly go through our plans, just let us know and we can talk through it again.
Yep. Not if you have a DC to DC charger, you can keep the engine battery and that will then charge the lithium for a standard automatic.
Oh, that's interesting to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a cheaper alternative. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Another thing actually we need to tell them about is videos.
Ah, yes. So I'll let you.
We've got some bad news.
Got a little
good
bit.
news and bad news.
Yeah.
So basically, another reason we wanted to do this live chat was to tell you guys that we're not going to have any videos going live for 2 weeks. And that's just because, honestly, we don't want to put out videos that we're putting out for the sake of it, if you know what I mean. And I feel like, because now we're not doing anything right now at the minute, we're just seeing friends and family and catching up with, you know, and things like that. So we haven't been filming much, and it's only now 2 weeks till we're back to the boat. So we thought, instead of just putting something out we're not happy with, we're just going to have 2 weeks not posting. And then the next video you guys will see will be us going back to Talisman and being back at Talisman. So
I think that's the.
I'm sorry.
We are sorry, but we just don't want to put anything out that we don't think you guys would want to see. So, and I think us heading back to the boat with the projects we've got going on and stuff, we think that'll be a really awesome first episode of the new season. So
yeah, and we're going to make up for it because we've got actually some really cool things that we haven't even told you about yet next year. This year. So yeah, have a look at the Gambia River Gambia if you draft less than 1.8 mile on air. 17 awesome wildlife. Do you know what? A few people have actually recommended that we do that, so that's really interesting. That would be really cool.
That sounds really cool.
That'd be cool. And we had so much fun up the river, the Guadiana River as well. Like, river sailing was so much fun, wasn't it? So yeah, that's something we definitely look into. Travel back to the boat footage would be cool. Can't wait to see the return video. Enjoy your break. Thanks guys. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna do because like I said, we're gonna be going back to Talisman in 2 weeks. So we'll show you guys kind of like what we're packing, what we're taking back with us. The video will show some more of our plans. We have a lot of
suitcases of stuff to take back, so
yeah,
it's gonna be good.
So yeah, that will be 2 weeks and then we'll be back basically. Once you're doing the Med, will you continue sailing oceans, Talisman, or would you consider buying another larger boat?
We're unsure. We're happy to do both. So I think we won't not sail across the Atlantic on Talisman. And I think if we keep getting itchy feet, we'll just keep moving until we eventually do that. But I'm also going to rule out if we see another boat that just seems to fit in and work really well, that we wouldn't consider it. So I think it's just best to keep our options open.
Yeah.
But we know we're going to cross oceans at some point, and whether that's on Talisman or another boat, it's most likely going to be on Talisman, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I really like small boat sailing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's definitely fun and interesting. I think it gives a different spin on things.
Yeah. I can recommend Corsica. Check it out if it's your plan.
Oh,
yeah,
it looks amazing.
Corsica. It looks stunning, doesn't it? So sorry about the lighting in here, guys. We look like, look how faded we look.
Oh no. We look like ghosts.
Is it common for people to live aboard a sailboat all year round? Oh, thanks so much, Richard.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Good morning and good afternoon.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay. We're looking forward to season 2 as well. It's coming very soon. Is it common for people to live aboard a sailboat all year round, or do most people put it in a marina for winter? I think the more common is winterizing your boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more common for people to put it in a marina for winter or out the water on the hard. And there is people that do it all year round as well.
I think it just depends what it works in with your lifestyle. Because obviously, if people are retired or whether they're like work dependent for a certain time of the year, like it just depends on what fits into people's plans more than anything, I think.
Yeah, we've met both. We've met a couple of people that do sail all year round, and that's what we want to do. To be honest, that's like we're planning on doing that as well, as much as we can. Because obviously we've been here in Birmingham for quite a long time this year, but I think like from last year to this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year we're planning on sailing much longer.
Yeah.
If we can.
Definitely.
If the money lasts.
Which it will.
Which it will. We'll make it last. But yeah, all year round sailing would be cool.
Yeah, sure.
Also the volcanic islands, Stromboli, Volcano, etc. Yeah. That would be really cool.
That area seems incredible. I think I think one of the reasons we're not rushing to cross the Atlantic is because there's so much to see in the Mediterranean. So we know that once we go somewhere, we never come back, or at least that isn't in our plans to turn and come back to another place. We want to do, it'd be amazing to do a circumnavigation. That is kind of the goal in mind. So if we do go to the Caribbean, we're hoping the likelihood is then that once we've explored where we want to explore there, we'll then cross the Pacific and we'll keep moving that way, rather than cross to the Caribbean then come back to the Mediterranean. That's not what we want to do ideally. Yeah,
as a lot of you guys will know, it's hard because there is honestly just so many places to go and that you want to go. So you're just trying to figure out which way to do it, and then equally trying not to rush it, but then you're eager to see more places. Then you're curious to see more places. But yeah, I think so like as we were saying about our plans for this year, I think it's mainly going to be it's going to be just exploring the Med more, so the Balearics.
The Balearics.
Maybe Sardinia. I don't know if we're going to get much time to see Sardinia.
This year, yeah. So this year probably
not.
More the Balearics, Albania, Croatia, Greece, Turkey. Those are the countries that are the primaries. And if we get chance, we're going to fit in more around it. But then next year, we're still going to explore the Med again, for most of the year.
Yeah.
So we'll see all the places that we didn't catch this year.
We have spoken about possibly Atlantic crossing for next year.
Yeah.
So maybe next year.
That might happen.
What software and laptops do you use for video editing? So we use Adobe Premiere Pro, and then we're using, I don't know what's this laptop.
So we have 2 HP Omens.
That's it, HP Omen.
The HP Omen 15s. One of them is an older one. I think it's 2019, and our newer one is a 2020 model. And they have really good processors and gubbins that makes them really powerful, so they're actually really good for editing.
Yeah. Can you take Talisman up the Nile?
Can't see why not.
God, that would be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We'll have to look into that. I did not.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I never even thought of that. That'd be really cool to do, though. It's also interesting as far as being content creators. It feels like
I'm just looking at the Nile. I don't know if would it be like a bit dangerous there. I don't think you can get to the Nile. Can you?
Yeah.
This is it. Oh yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, you can. We just have to have a look. We'll have to read some books and see how we can do that.
That would be very cool.
And just out of curiosity, for everyone that's watching, like if put in the comments where you. So some people already have mentioned some amazing places. What places would you recommend to go and see, or what would you like us to go to see? Just let us know in the comments, and we're going to make a little list so we can kind of try our best to hit some of these places as well.
Richard has said here as well, it's interesting as far as being content creators. It feels like there are so many channels in the Caribbean. Med and other areas are not as common. Do you know what? That's probably quite true actually, because we said that there's not as many in the Med, is there? On like YouTube in particular.
No,
there's not. Yeah, I think one place we were really keen was, as an alternative to the Atlantic crossing, was to go east.
Yeah, to go through the Suez Canal.
We would love to go through the Suez Canal and go that way. That would be incredible. West
to east across the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
That would be, I'm still not ruling that out, but I think we're just going to have to wait until we're closer to the point of doing it.
Yeah. It's just a bit more, that's more intimidating than the Atlantic crossing in some ways, because it's like less done, I guess.
It's off the beaten track for sure.
More, yeah, so it'd be amazing though.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brendan
just said that. I didn't even notice.
And Brendan might also be doing that route.
Yeah.
Would North Africa be on the agenda for this year? I'm not sure, honestly. I wouldn't rule it out. I think we're just going to have to see how the timings go, because it might just work out that we go to Tunisia rather than Albania and Croatia, or we go to Tunisia then Albania and Croatia. So it's not ruled out by any stretch. We're just not sure yet, is the honest answer.
Wonder if they have put a Ever Given was here on the Suez Canal.
Evergreen.
Oh gosh. We might end up stuck up there.
Our boat would. If we got stuck, that'd be.
Careful of pirates. Yemen. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot more.
There's a lot more risks.
Yeah,
there's a lot more risks
going that way for sure. Almata is nice. It's Greek holidays for Greek space.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
We are gonna check all these out, and we'll write them all down.
Yeah.
UK.
We're looking at sailing from UK direct to Portugal, down to Jube and southern Spain, across via Italy to Croatia, Montenegro, Albania, stop Schengen, Greek islands, possibly Turkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of our route. That's pretty much our route. I think you, by the sounds of it, it just seems like you're doing it a little bit quicker, so you can get the reset in, whereas we've flown back.
Yeah. Good plan. Do you generally feel safe when out sailing? How common is the risk of pirates, etc.? We do feel safe. I think the risk of pirates in the Med is, I guess, extremely low. I think that would be very unlikely.
Yeah.
There is things like, obviously there's theft in some marinas.
You can get anything like that in any place around the world, though.
Yeah, it's not something that has really scared us. It's not that common. In terms of things that make us not feel safe when out sailing, I guess
bad weather.
Fishing pots fishing pots that you have to dodge. It's quite hard at night sometimes.
Yeah.
It is mainly the weather that's, I guess, the biggest factor.
Yeah, and also where's the question again?
There at the top.
So in terms of feeling safe, we have to feel safe enough that we're able to sleep. So because we take it in turns when
Bryn's on about sleep again.
But you've got to feel comfortable enough when you're going sailing.
Yeah.
And I think we generally do. And I think a part of that is a bit of planning. Don't go out in anything like any bad weather that's a bit risky. You do get bigger boats that do that, but it's because they're more able to, because their boats can take more bad weather than smaller boats can. So we just take it really safe, and then generally we have a good time doing it as well.
Yeah, exactly. We just wait out in anchorages a bit longer and until we're really comfortable, and just do it that way. I actually think a lot of people don't think might not think we are, but we're actually very cautious sailors, I think, probably.
I'd say we're definitely cautious.
Because we're like so new to it, we try not to take risks if we don't have to.
Yeah. But then we enjoy the sails that we do.
Yeah. Then Malta and Tunisia before heading across to Canaries for an Atlantic crossing.
Yeah,
that's a really good plan. It's probably, I guess, similar to us in a way.
Yeah.
Malta would be cool to see as well. Actually, we haven't mentioned Malta.
We definitely want to try and get to Malta at some point because there's some diving that I want to do there.
Yeah. Your questions aren't boring at all. Boat time, like ask away. These are really interesting questions.
Hi from Bristol.
Hi,
hey.
How's it going? And chili sauce. Georgia. Okay.
Oh, that's an awesome route.
Marine park. That sounds really cool. Yeah, we'll look more into that later for sure.
All Caribbean.
0121. Hey, we're good.
Hello.
Yes, there'll be more videos soon. In case you missed it, or in case any of you missed it, we're not going to have any videos going live for 2 weeks.
Yep, the next video is going to be of us going back to the boat and getting back into things and getting ourselves ready, which we're doing in 2 weeks' time. We actually fly back to the boat on the 4th of April.
Yes, go away. What's the worst thing, pollution, liquid or object that you've seen while sailing, excluding fishing nets? Fishing nets would definitely have been what I would have said.
That would have been number one. I'm trying to think what else we've seen. A lot of bottles, polystyrene
like furniture
box,
as well.
Furniture.
We've seen like dining chairs.
Yeah. I think that's probably the worst. That's probably the worst.
I don't think we've seen too much, to be honest. Like, we haven't seen a lot.
No, I wouldn't say there's been a lot.
There hasn't been a lot, which is obviously a really good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot. Pollution. Object. No, I don't think it's not been too bad, actually, has it?
I would say there was one marina that we saw more pollution in, and it had like chairs in there and flip-flops, and there's a bit of
some of the marinas are quite bad, actually. While we've been out sailing, we haven't seen too much, but
the marinas are a little bit.
Some of the marinas have been a bit bad. YouTube channel Sail to Fly went up the Gambia River in the trimaran, so you can check that out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. And yeah, we'll be getting back to Talisman soon, 4th of April.
Hi Norman from Tamworth. Literally not that far away from us right now.
Yeah, hope you're okay. Hey Andy.
Hey Andy. What's your plan for keeping in line with the Shenzhen this summer? So we're planning on using our 3 months to sail from where we are to the Balearics, then across to Corsica, Sardinia, through Italy, and then to Albania. And we have 3 months to do that, and we're going to try and spend our time accordingly to just enjoy the best places throughout. And then, we'll spend 3 months in Albania to Croatia, and then we'll take it from there, probably Greece, Turkey after that.
Yeah. Just really. Hey Luke, that's a great username. Deep Blue Dirt, word up, Almerimar is calling. I hear that Talisman has a party coming to her. Party on the 4th of April. Be there.
So we have
gas.
There is a few people that obviously we keep in touch with over on Instagram. So if people want to stay up to date with things, probably a little bit more so than on YouTube, head over to our Instagram, and we keep in touch with people and chat to people on there quite a bit. Yeah. So we know there's a few boats that are heading to where Talisman is, and we're going to see them as soon as we land, pretty much. So we're excited to see everyone.
Also, if any of you guys are thinking about getting a boat or sailing or just getting into it, just like get involved with the sailing community on like social media, because it's absolutely been the best thing we've ever done.
Yeah,
Like, we've
it's
met the most amazing, fun, really cool people through like Instagram and Facebook and stuff, and YouTube, that have helped us out loads. Some of them are in here, so hey Chris and Jenny and Brendan and Cara, if you're still here, and everyone else, you're all amazing. I've been down in Stafford today. I was thinking about you guys. Oh, it's been a nice day in the Midlands today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a nice
lovely day. Bryn, this is one of your friends.
It is, it's Luke. Yeah. No way. So I used to work in a place called Angel Aquatics in the Midlands. So yeah, that's awesome. And Simon was my old boss, if anyone's reading the comments. He's an awesome guy, by the way. He's lovely.
Shout out to Angel Aquatics.
Shout out to Angel Aquatics.
Norman, if you're not too far, I'll just go for a coffee or lunch, etc. Oh, cool, yeah. I don't know what we're doing for the next couple of weeks, but yeah, if we get time, for sure, yeah. Drop us like a comment or something.
If you head over to Instagram, drop us a message on there. It's probably or Facebook, yeah.
Croatia, be careful with your authorities. Sailing feral, got screwed by them, and corruption is common.
Okay, we have actually we have spoke to some people, and I think we're just going to be careful. I think we're just going to try and do things sensibly and just try and keep things as good and proper as possible.
It's really hard as well because we've heard so many mixed things about everywhere really, but especially Croatia. Like people saying it's like really expensive and you need all these like permits, like for anchoring and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when you go online, like you read something completely different. It's quite hard, really, planning places like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll see. I think we will go there and just see firsthand. And if we don't tend to like it as much, we'll probably just go somewhere else.
Yeah. A few boats coming to visit you guys. You need your own marina. Oh, thanks, guys. John, that'd be such a laugh.
That'd be so much
fun. If ever
fun.
We make like millions, we'll make our own marina. And everyone can just come like hang out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a free marina for everyone.
You just got to bring like crisps or something.
You got to bring crisps and baked beans.
And Marmite.
And Marmite.
That's how we pay. Do either of you suffer from seasickness or motion sickness when getting used to it? Wes has really bad seasickness. Hopefully it's not a deal breaker. Do you know what? It's really not a deal breaker.
A lot of sailors do have seasickness.
I was quite surprised by this, but like we have met so many sailors that have seasickness. And in fact, if any of you, I know some of our friends are in the chat, and if any of you want to give advice about how you deal with your seasickness, just type it so that everyone can read it. But yeah, we've both had it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I had it on day 1 or 2 of the Biscay crossing. I was totally fine, but then I went down below to go to sleep. I came back up and I was just like projectile vomiting over the side of the boat. And thankfully, like it didn't last very long for me. I was like sick once and then I was fine. But you've had a few little like...
I've had a different side of seasickness. I don't ever feel sick. I just feel really lethargic and slow and tired. And I just don't function very well.
Yeah.
Turns me into a bit of a zombie. And I've had that a couple of times, and I think I tend to just sleep it off or rest.
Oh, here we go. They're all going to say jokes about you sleeping there. You've opened yourself up for that. But honestly, like, there's a lot of things you can do to make seasickness easier, and all different things work for different people. But I guarantee there will be some kind of, like, solution that you can still do it. Yeah. We've met loads of people with it that have managed it. So, yeah, it's not a deal breaker. You can still do it. Sailing Feral did vlogs about it on their YouTube channel. Oh, we'll check them out.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
I've seen a couple of their videos, but
yeah, I've watched a few of them. I haven't seen that one, so I'll definitely check it
out. Thank you for being so natural. It was a treat, and oh, thanks so much. That's so
nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's
lovely.
Brilliant. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Intrepid's
here. Yes,
definitely. Somewhere hot this summer. That's a date. There's so many cool people in the same place at the same time. Like really excited to meet everyone. Hey guys, Sailing Feral released videos and experience with Croatian authorities. Oh yeah, a few people have said that, so we'll 100% check that out. That sounds really useful. We'll watch it. Soft foam earplugs in one ear is great for seasickness and sturgeon. That's it. Sturgeon. I'm not sure how you say it. A few people have said that works.
Yeah, and also you can I know that you can take seasickness tablets way before. Just take them anyway,
Yeah.
and that also helps reduce the amount of seasickness that you can have.
Yeah, for sure. Good to know a lot of sailors get seasickness. You'd never think. Yeah, it's true actually. But loads of people do. The same way we've met loads of sailors that can't swim or that hate swimming or that hate the sea.
Don't like the sea.
Like we've met loads of people like that. So yeah, I feel like sailing's a whole other thing, isn't it? Greetings from Portugal.
Hey,
hey.
We
How is
love
it in beautiful Portugal?
It was so beautiful.
Hi guys, nice to see you're vegan. Can we have more on board recipes this season? Yeah, absolutely. That's something we're definitely going to do. We're even toying with doing like extra videos at some point as well,
Yes.
like as well as our Friday videos, doing like an extra video every now and again.
Yeah, if we could,
with like cooking or other stuff.
or boat things, like little project videos. We are toying with the idea of doing more than one video a week.
But we'll definitely include more cooking because like we both love cooking.
Well, I love
me
eating.
Especially. Bryn loves eating more than cooking, but he is a good cook as well. But yeah, definitely more on board recipes. I'd love to do that. Hammock or swing chair should help with seasickness.
Oh yeah, that's a really good shout actually.
I would definitely vote for a hammock. Definitely, hammocks are amazing.
Ginger biscuits work too. Yeah, I've done that myself as well.
Yeah. Wes also has a fear of open water and everything pretty much. So that's also reassuring to know. Yeah. He's not the only one, honestly. We know loads of people like that, don't we?
Yeah.
And you'll be fine. It'll be fine. You can come out on our boat for a while, and we'll either put your mind at rest or traumatize you. One of the two.
I think as well with sailing, there's so much variety in the ways you can do it. In that you don't need to be the person to sail around the world, or you can be the person to sail around the world. You can have a big boat, a small boat. You can cruise locally. You can cruise one country. There's just so many ways that you can make it as easy or as hard, as challenging, as not challenging, as you really want to as well. And that's why I think sailing's amazing, because it's literally for everybody.
Yeah, like some people just stay in the Solent and just enjoy the sailing aspect of it.
Yeah, the Solent's a brilliant place to sail.
But other people buy a boat in Greece and never leave Greece and just enjoy like sailing around Greece.
Yep.
Like there's a way to make it work for everyone.
Yeah, there literally is.
Safe journey and thanks Matt. Yeah, there's we're gonna got a lot of cool plans this year, so
yeah, can't wait to show you guys.
Thank you for all your support, and it's been really nice chatting to you. You take care as well. You say just get involved in the local sailing clubs, but when I look at second-hand monohulls as a first boat, end up looking at the waiting list for new 60-foot cats and trying to value my kidneys.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, I think that needs to be in the small print of when you get into like any boats, is that you will start looking at the smaller what you should, and then like Yacht World takes you on a journey.
Yeah, Bryn does this all the time.
I do it all the time.
Literally all the time.
I've got like a list of a top 100 boats that I love. It's just so easy to do.
How much is a kidney worth these days?
Yeah. Hello from Canada. Hey, Nicholas.
Hey, Nicholas. How's it going? Sailors that are like cats and don't like the water. Yeah, honestly, there is loads. Yes, more vegan cooking would be brilliant. Oh yeah, for sure. Like we're cooking all the time, but honestly, we eat so much. Like we eat all the time, so we'll definitely make more videos on that.
Yeah.
Chat to a pharmacist at the local chemist regarding seasickness. I found a great Boots pharmacist and got regular seasick tablets and some rapidly effectual ones if someone gets sick during sailing.
That's brilliant.
That's really handy. Mark, no problem with seasickness here. That's good. To be honest, like we really do need to have something on the boat because neither of us like have got seasick very much so far. We just don't like really even think about it. But you never know when you're going to get it. Yeah, that's the thing.
We've got seasickness tablets, but like you say, they're more a preventative than a cure. So
yeah,
ginger biscuits, then I eat them all.
Yeah, ginger biscuits that we have for sickness end up just Bryn's snack. Thanks for the tips. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Thanks for all the questions. Hey, Clive. How's it going? Don't traumatise anyone. There's enough of that going on. If you guys aren't traumatised from our videos already, then you're safe.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you. Really appreciate that. If people want to learn, try Sail Away Simulator. I've used it 2 years, done the Vendée Globe race just before Christmas. It's the real world and real weather in sim.
Do you know what?
You used to do that.
I did that as well, yeah. Like it's actually really, really good. Like, because we'd never sailed, so this was kind of my way of trying to learn how a boat works, but virtually.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great fun. Especially,
yeah, it's really realistic actually as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and if it's raining on the computer, I still didn't get wet. So.
Or seasick.
Or seasick, yeah.
Yep, I think a cat is about the only way I'm selling this dream to my family, but it does involve kidney sales. Yeah, Richard, I think we'd be selling a couple of kidneys as well, wouldn't we?
We'd have to sell all of them. All the kidneys, just everything.
How much does a lung go for? I've got 2 working lungs. That's interesting. See you, Ralph.
See you.
See you. Thanks for joining us and stuff.
And just thank you everyone that's still watching. We're so grateful for anyone tuning in. It's honestly brilliant to have you guys following us on this journey. It's just awesome. We're so grateful.
Yeah, honestly, and we can't even describe how excited we are for this season and to get back out.
Yeah, it's
like all we've been talking about while we've been back here is just getting out and all the adventures and
just getting. There's too many aspects to it, and we're hoping that we're going to make videos that are going to show all these aspects to everyone. Like I think I said on one of the early videos was the feeling of sailing. If I could bottle it up and give that to everyone to experience, and I think we want to try and smash that this year, giving people that little bit of an experience as to what it can be like.
Yeah, showing you what it's actually been like for us, all the good and the bad, because even the bad bits we've had are just nowhere near outweigh the good bits.
No, not at all.
I have the same problem with ginger biscuits. Might explain why I rarely get seasick. Do you know what? That's probably why we don't get seasick very often.
Yeah, we
eat too much all the time. Boats float, submarines sink, and hopefully come back up.
I love that analogy.
I hope your boat floats. But yeah, so a quick summary for anyone that just tuned in. We are flying back to Talisman, 4th of April.
2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks tomorrow. We'll be back on board and we'll be filming and releasing videos straight away, basically.
Yes, there'll be a video going out the Friday after we land.
Yeah.
And just giving you guys from then on all the content.
Yep. Yeah. I'll see you later, Chris and Jenny.
See you later.
We'll see you guys soon.
Yep.
See you later. But yeah, I think, guys, if you've got any more questions, you can ask now.
Seasickness. That's genius.
Ask away any questions, because otherwise we are gonna log off soonish.
Yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes, see what questions.
Yeah, Bryn's got an early morning tomorrow.
Yes, just in case we haven't actually said what I'm doing right now.
Oh yeah. So we've tried to make a bit of extra money while we've been back. So
I'm currently a driver. So yeah, I've got early mornings, and yeah, that's pretty much, I've been doing that non-stop while I've been back in the UK.
Bernard, like the technology video, but that's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you found the videos interesting and useful.
Yeah.
Hope everything goes okay with the survey as well.
That's one thing I'm actually going to do when we get back, is I'm going to try and do not our main videos, but as extra videos, is some how-to videos for people who have B&G systems. So if you're interested in tech like that, that's something that I'm going to be putting together when we get back as short, little, informative videos. Hopefully people enjoy them as well.
I watched Because You Keep It Real and Sailing on a free Orca encounter. Oh, thanks. That's really lovely. Yeah, for sure. Respect to the Orcas, 100 million %. Bryn's favourite animal.
They were here first.
Bryn's favourite animal, an orca. So yeah, 100%. We feel so lucky that we got to see them as well. Now we're less scared, obviously.
Yeah.
We think it's amazing that we got to see them, but in the moment, obviously, we were terrified. But
one thing, if we get the opportunity to do this, you can snorkel and free dive with orcas in, I think it's Norway. if we get the opportunity over the next few years, that is something we would absolutely love to do. And of course, we would film it and just show everyone, because I think it's so incredible to show these animals when they're in the natural environment, doing their natural things. So yeah, it hasn't put us off.
I think that is one thing we want to show more of this season that we haven't so far is, as we've already said, Bryn's background is marine biology, and we both absolutely love the ocean and animals, and we'd like to show some more of that side of things as well.
Yeah, just how incredible it is.
yeah, just show it off more, I think. I've nearly bought a boat 3 times, and each time I've nearly been divorced. Oh no, I hope you
find the right boat. There's a right boat for everyone, so you just wait in that time.
I'm sure there's a right boat for you and your partner.
Yeah,
for sure. One last one for us. What's your favourite thing to cook? Ooh.
What should I say mine?
Go on.
Pancakes.
Oh yeah. I thought you were going to say something fancier than that.
No, I love pancakes. So my favourite thing to cook would be pancakes of all sorts.
I prefer the thick American style pancakes, whereas Bryn likes crepes.
Yeah.
I think my favourite thing to cook is probably I really like a katsu curry.
Oh my god, yes.
And like I make it with like sweet potatoes and like fry them in oil, and that's my favourite.
Yeah,
it's like so simple. I actually think you guys, boat time, I think you cooked one not long ago, and I commented on it because it's like my favourite meal to cook and eat. Thanks, Daria.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's really kind. I'm glad you've been enjoying it.
Talisman is a good little boat. Hopefully you don't want to sell it. Let me know if you're going to sell the boat. I may become a potential buyer.
Make us an offer.
I reckon we have no intentions of selling Talisman, but do you know what? I love boats, and we love boats. So one day it might happen, but Talisman will always have a place in our hearts, no matter what.
We're in no rush to sell Talisman.
No,
at all.
Not
I think
at all.
We feel really blessed that we found this boat, because it's done us amazing so far.
And I look at boats, the boat market, quite a lot, mainly just because I love reading about boats. And Talisman is actually just a really good boat. So it would have to be a really, really nice something of a boat for us to give Talisman up.
Yeah, definitely. Keep tabs on Wildlings. They are rebuilding their engine, then have to cart off back to Spain. We've been speaking to Sarah Wildlings, actually. Yeah, we've been speaking to them on Instagram, so we're really hoping that we can meet up with them this year at some point.
I think there might be a potential, but we'll see how they get on with their jobs and like their boat jobs and stuff.
Yeah, let's see if we can help them with anything. I don't know if we can, but go and lend a hand.
We'll see.
When will you do a longer Atlantic passage?
It won't be this year, potentially next year. I think next year is probably the most likely as it stands.
Yeah, I think we want to obviously explore the Med a little bit more, but
after that,
possibly next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we're really keen on doing something like
an
Atlantic crossing or going east. I don't know, but yeah, we'll do something for sure. Carry On Sailing Channel is very unhappy with his B&G system, so it'd be good to hear more on the pros and cons.
Interesting. I'll have to watch that video. I think it's very easy with any technology to get caught up with it too much, because I do believe technology at the minute, none of it is perfect. Like the cameras, the laptops, phone. I don't think anything I buy anyway never works perfectly. But I do think the B&G system, I just really enjoy what it can do. But yeah, I don't think the B&G system is perfect either by any means. But then I've seen Raymarine and Garmin as well, and I don't think they're perfect. I just think it's which is best for your job. And yeah, the B&G works best for us at the minute.
Yeah. Have you planned any sailing adventures with Sailing Indiana this season? I wish, no, because obviously I think there
might be one actually.
We've invited them to come out to us.
They are invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously we're going to be in the Med, and we've invited them to come out for a sail. So if they take us up on it, then hopefully that'd be amazing.
Yeah, they could potentially be coming out sailing with us, but depends on how their they're getting on with their plans and stuff as well.
Enjoy your 2 weeks, and I look forward to your videos. Thanks so much, Lance. Really appreciate that. Saying nothing about Bryn sleeping. I told you someone was going to comment on it.
I don't mind.
Past his bedtime, we've got to go.
I can't hide it. Gracious, speak to Farewell. Yeah, we'll give them a message.
Yeah, we 100% will. A few of you have brought that up now, so we will.
Can't go wrong with pancakes and katsu. Solid answer. Yes. And there's so much more.
Great stream, guys. My boat's only a 29-footer. Does me, Tony.
Freedom afloat. Yeah, do you know what? You can have fun on any size boat. Like, these small boats are incredible. So happy with them.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we started with a smaller boat for us, because it's been a really good way to learn as well. I think when you've got a smaller boat, you're just really aware of kind of what everything does.
Yeah.
Like, you pull this and it does that. It's just so much more intuitive, I think.
Yeah, it's very reactive.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you get a good feel for it. You feel everything.
Yeah. Need to try buckwheat cakes sometime. You either love them or hate them.
Ooh.
I don't think I've tried buckwheat cakes.
I've never tried buckwheat.
Yeah.
I'll give them a go.
Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah. My perfect boat at the moment, a Naughty Cat 33.
That is a very, very, very nice boat. Ooh. So I'll tell you what my favourite boat at the moment is. It's a Sirius DS 35. So there's two really cool boats if anyone's interested in checking them out. I know the Sirius is a pretty expensive one.
The layout of the Sirius is so cool though.
The amount of space they've created in a 35-foot boat is genius. And the reviews in the sailing performance as well are just really, really high. It's such a good, well-rounded boat. The Naughty Cat is a really cool boat as well.
Does your boat have a Spinnaker? It has a cruising chute.
We think it's a cruising chute.
We think it's a cruising chute.
It could be a Spinnaker.
This is from what we've Googled, but
yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's a cruising chute, and we haven't had it out yet.
Yeah.
That's another goal for this season, is to do some Spinnaker or cruising chute sailing.
Yeah, some light wind sailing.
Light wind sailing, definitely. But I believe the previous owner used it, so I think we've got all the setup for it. So, yeah. Good to hear. You might want to try Morocco. Eastern Med's going to be iffy for a while.
We're just going to see how it goes, I think. As I say, sailing plans, they're not really plans. They're just guidelines. I'm sure someone said something like that in a film.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And like you say, Morocco, there's always options in all these different places.
Bigger cost, more dollar.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like say a 30-foot boat and a 40-foot boat, it goes up 25%. That's not how it works. The rigging for a 30-foot boat could be 3,000, and the rigging for a 40-foot boat could be 20,000.
Yeah.
Like, it is that much more. But it depends if you do your own work and stuff. But yeah, smaller boats,
definitely
much easier to control.
Oh, Alex goes sailing.
Hey, Alex, how's it going?
Small boats rock.
Alex
rock. Will agree, I'm sure. Good man, serious. Yay, my dream too. Lottery. Oh yeah. Yeah,
you might need to win the lottery for it.
Yeah.
I reckon there'll be a waiting list as well for the build time, because they're just really incredible boats.
How much do they cost?
I think for the 35, it's around £300,000, which is I'm not sure on how much euro, but maybe coming up towards €400,000, maybe 350, something like that. But yeah, they're such good boats. Go, and you could take them almost anywhere.
Yeah. A little bit pricey.
A little bit pricey.
You never know, one day.
I do know. It's very unlikely. Look up main cats. Okay, so I'll give that a quick.
Bryn's on it. Is this going to go on his dream boat list?
You never know.
An advanced work. Oh, thanks, Matt. That's really sweet. Honestly, like, I don't know if we say this enough, but just you guys that have been watching our videos and supporting us and stuff like that, it's been insane. It's been absolutely amazing. And I think the community that we've found from this is awesome.
Been insane.
You guys have helped us out so much, even from speaking to you and your advice and stuff. It's been amazing. So thank you so much to everyone. It's been incredible.
We're just grateful that everyone's like coming along on this adventure with us, and like you say, the support is it's overwhelming. Like really, truly is.
About 3-year wait at the moment. Base price 360k.
Wow.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. No one's getting one of those for a while.
Nope.
What do you think of a ketch or a yawl rig? Maybe a schooner? What are your thoughts? Wildlings sailing, ketch, catamaran. It's unusual for me, but cool. I think it's everything has it's a different tool for a different job. A ketch, I think, is more. It's a smaller rig in the sense of it's shorter, so you've got more. It's easier to handle. I think that's one way. Like you can be in a higher blow and not have to worry about it as much. And also, if you just have bare poles up, if you're in a real bad storm, you've got more windage surface. Something else to consider. A yawl, I think, is just a ketch, but with the mast at the very back. What are your thoughts? Yeah, their catamaran, it is unusual as well when I've seen it. I just think it depends on what you want out of sailing. I really like a cutter rig just because of the simplicity and the fact that they're quite robust as well. So yeah, I'm a fan of a cutter rig. I don't know whether I'd actually own a ketch or anything like that. See, the thing that I always think about with these sorts of rigs is when it comes to re-rigging, it's going to cost more because there's more of it.
Even a catamaran, would you go for a catamaran?
I would go for a catamaran, yeah, for sure. I'd want one that could potentially point into wind a bit more, so one with dagger boards.
Yeah.
I don't think we're the kind of people that want like an apartment on the water.
For sure.
I'd be much happier having something that's maybe a bit more racy or a bit more performance based. Yeah, that's.
Can you imagine going at the speed that these boats go up?
Not a chance.
Can you imagine going like 25 knots sailing?
The only way we're ever going to go 25 knots is if we're going down a 25-meter wave and we're surfing. Yeah, I can't imagine going that fast. I genuinely really want to try and get onto a racing boat at some time. So if we're around a marina and there's a race team heading out, I might be cheeky and see if I can jump on a boat this year.
Yeah,
maybe.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Don't worry, if it's 300 grand, only 297,000 to go. Won't take that long.
That's so true.
No, if we all chip in like, a tenner, we'll all pitch in.
Yeah.
And then we'll all just share it.
And then we can all just go out on it.
We'll stick it in the med and then we can all just fly out to it.
Yeah.
Thanks boat time. Thanks guys. That's really sweet. I will post you some main cat tours. Trimaran.
Well, just on the main cat, I've actually got the website up, so I'll be checking that out straight after we finish this. Trimaran, and I know loads of people are going to say that I'm going to say this because of Le Vagabond, but I'd never heard of that boat before Le Vagabond, and I have looked at it, and I think they're incredible. They're incredibly fast. I think the Neil Trimaran as well is a very good performance Trimaran. It's got a lot of accommodation. Yeah. I really do like them, but I know that Sailing Ruby Rose did a review and it didn't fare well in the quality side of things. So that was a while ago now. I wonder if things have changed a little bit maybe. But yeah, they're absolute like performance-based sailing. So yeah, I'd definitely consider a trimaran as well.
Yeah, for sure. A whole new experience, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Have a listen to Captain Q. I actually do listen to Captain Q. I listen to podcasts and stuff while I'm working. 25
knots sounds like a visit to Navarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's be a decent surf.
100%. There's some cheap trimarans in Chichester.
Yeah, go and skate a little bargain.
Yeah, we'll skate a little bargain. That'd be really interesting to sail across an ocean on.
It'd be cool because we've never even been on a catamaran.
No, we've never.
Like we say all this, and we've never ever been out sailing on any boat other than Talisman.
Yeah.
And what was that boat in the handle?
And the handball was I forgot what it was. It was a 38-foot race boat. It wasn't a race.
What it was now.
It's not a race boat.
But yeah, we've only been out on our boat and one other boat, right?
And I've been out on a yawl.
And you've been out on a yawl for 2 weeks.
It was built in 1930s, which was beautiful.
Yeah, we need to go out on other boats to see what they feel like and stuff and what we like.
Yeah, in fact, I would love to do a tour of loads of different boats just to kind of get a feel for everything.
Dragonfly trimaran is what I was thinking, a 1235 made in Denmark.
I really do like the Dragonflies as well, and I did look at some reviews of the 35s. I think they're a little bit tight on space, potentially.
Like, in terms of living on?
In terms of living on, yeah. But I think because of us living on Talisman, we could potentially make it work anyway.
I'm sure there's more room on there than we've got.
I don't think there is.
Is there not?
So even though it's a 35-foot trimaran, Talisman is deceivingly big. So yeah, there's a lot more storage and standing headroom, I think, on Talisman than that trimaran. But do you know what? I'm going to have to get on one to give you a true, honest answer.
Alex said 25k. I'm guessing for these trimaran.
Yeah.
That's decent.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
We could swap Talisman for
In fact,
one.
yeah. And they're fast as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming these are the ones that Alex was on in his videos, and they were quick, really cool boats.
Yeah, they did look really cool. The Rival 34 is an amazing boat. Good for skiing, but very roomy.
So that's the one that the Sailing Brothers have, I think.
Oh, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the boat that they've got, and it is a proven blue water boat.
Yeah.
Them boats, obviously taken care of and everything, they sail around the world, and then they're not that expensive. Such a good boat. Yeah,
because we watched a Sailing Brothers episode, and then we were obviously looking how much these boats are, and and they're reasonable, aren't they?
Yeah, very reasonable.
Yeah. There's a vintage race trimaran conversion back on YouTube. A Dutch guy, link to follow. He's in Algarve, Portugal. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll look at that.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
You can't beat a Beneteau.
See, now the other thing
whose Beneteau did we go on?
So we went on. It was Wild Heart.
Oh yes.
So we went on a 50-foot Beneteau, and it was an Oceanis, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was a little bit older one, and they are incredible. I've not been on one sailing, but this is one of the other things that I'd love to find out. This myth. Well, I don't know if it's a myth, but the pretense that these modern production boats aren't good for crossing oceans because they're light and they're susceptible to not hold up as well in bad weather. But I really want to find out for myself, because I know a lot of people talk about it, but I think
that's true actually.
Yeah, that's one thing I'd love to do.
I only have 4k to pay off and I'm free. Awesome, Rob.
That's amazing, Rob.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're buzzing for you.
Hopefully it won't be too long for you.
Went to see the Sirius 34 DS. Looks like a great cruiser and really spacious. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Bryn's jealous of that.
I'm going to try and get to a boat show at some point to get on one myself. I think Yachting World give it the highest rating out of any boat they've ever rated. So that's the quality of them and the sailing capability as well.
We'll have to see what boat shows are coming up and see if they're going to be at any.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Bryn's boat tour's coming soon. Oh, honestly, like the things we watch on YouTube are like so different. Like I watch like all the sailing channels that are just like in beautiful places, like swimming in the sea, sailing, and Bryn will just watch boat tour after boat tour after boat tour.
Yeah,
all the boat tours.
I'm doing the research for everyone so that I can give you all the information. Or at least that's
very handy.
That's what I'm telling myself.
What about a moody centre cockpit? Do you like the idea of a centre cockpit?
I think they're brilliant.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Moody's are like really well built boats, and the centre cockpits they give you quite good protection. I think I have seen the odd one, not Moody centre cockpits, but I've seen some other designs where it seems a little bit open if a wave breaks over the front. But yeah, other than that, I think they're really safe, and generally, I mean, Moody boats in general can cross oceans no problem. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Moody's, and also Ali has a Moody.
I was going to say we've seen a couple of Moody's, like our friends have got them, but not the centre cockpit.
No, not the centre cockpit.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a pro and a con to a centre cockpit and an aft cockpit, and I think it just depends on where you're sailing and what style of sailing you're doing. So there's an argument for and against both.
The Bavaria 42 Cruiser from 2005-2008 are gorgeous yachts.
Yes, they absolutely are. And I think the older, the Bavarias, the Benettos, they were thicker built. I don't think the design, so again, it's that like design and substance kind of thing, but they're very well proven. Like so many of them have crossed oceans and traveled all over the world.
Yeah.
I would have one in a heartbeat and cruise around the world on
I
one.
bet you would.
Yeah, I absolutely would.
Ryan and Sophie say you have a mod production boat. Might have done the Atlantic twice. The problem is an exposed rudder, more for the Orca to bite off. Yeah. Yeah,
and so you're protecting yourself to get like these true blue water cruisers with a skeg rudder and the extra encapsulate keels and lung keels and all these. It's really nice to have if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
But the likelihood of these things going wrong, and I know that it's all in a balance, but the amount of boats that cross the Atlantic, the chances are slim, and I think a lot of production boats are actually perfectly fine for that job in hand. I wouldn't be trying to cross the Atlantic at the wrong time of the year in one of these boats.
You wouldn't want to, you?
You just wouldn't want to do that, but you can do it in a true blue water boat.
Yeah.
But if you're just following the trade winds, you don't need, I don't think, the true blue water cruisers. They're more a nice to have, and just hope that it doesn't get too bad out there, I suppose.
I think it's interesting to think what makes a blue water cruiser anyway, isn't it, really? Quite an interesting question.
I love that topic.
Yeah.
And I always find it a little bit of a trigger topic as well when people talk about them. I like Moody's.
Yeah, Richard, if you could check out Nomad Sailor. He's got a Moody. He's our friend. He's also on YouTube.
Yeah.
But we really like the Moody's. Are lovely, aren't they?
They're really
good boats. What's your opinion of the marina you have left your boat, and what's the cost of the berth there?
So it's our Merrimar Marina, and I think it's around 18-ish hundred, maybe 2,000 for 6 months. We haven't actually got a full cost yet.
So the problem, we were there still when it was technically summer rates for a bit of time, so it was more expensive for us than it would have been if it was true winter rates.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit more for us, but I think it was like 1,800 including lift out
and a lift back in and a clean as well.
But I think it's a really good marina. I think the staff there were lovely. It's a nice enough area.
The community's nice.
Yeah, it's well worth it even for the community. Like, there's always so many cruises there, like setting off or just getting there for the winter.
I think a lot of people, when they're just leaving the Med to cross the Atlantic, they come into here to get some boat work done.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's a good place to get boat work done. We haven't tried it, but
yeah. I would also say there is a marina around the corner, which is very similarly priced.
I think it's Agua Dulce.
Is that the one around the corner?
I think that's what it's called. But a lot of people have said that one is actually cheaper than El Miramar, which is where we are now.
Yeah.
So that might be worth checking out as well. I think it's a bit quieter, but it might even be cheaper than El Miramar. So, just want to say thanks for the live, and you guys are awesome. You feel very relatable and make us feel like we could do it someday with your honest reviews.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, guys, that's lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you could do it. I
100%.
mean, you might think we're just saying it, but if we can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, genuinely, that is so true.
Honestly. And you guys are more than welcome anytime you want to come for a little holiday, fly out and come for a sail with us. Awesome.
Yeah, he's often at the Southampton.
Yeah, we should see if we can. When's the Southampton boat show?
I think it's September.
We should see if the flights are cheap enough. We should fly back.
Yeah, I'd do that. If the flight's cheap enough, we'll come back for the Southampton boat show and maybe catch up with some people if
yes, that'd be very cool. That'd be cool. We've got a Moody 333 centre cockpit with skeg hung rudder, TARDIS like space inside, and rear cabin.
They're absolutely brilliant. And I've not seen one of those ones in the flesh, but I've looked them up to see them for sale, and looked through boat like pictures and tours and stuff of them. So good. And like you say, when these boats were made, they are like a TARDIS.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Talisman. Talisman is so big on the inside.
Yeah, you wouldn't think
You wouldn't think it's a 28-foot boat.
Oh, SV and Pavidas.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey guys, how are you? It's good to see you.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, what are you guys up to? Wind vanes are a necessity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is another thing we would love, is a wind vane.
And this is why I think we're not leaving for the Atlantic this year.
Yeah.
Because we'd got to do some upgrades like a wind vane and things like that. And I think we're just not quite ready to start putting those upgrades on right now.
Yeah, because they're expensive, aren't they? Like,
yeah.
I think we did get a quote, didn't we? Got a quote for.
I think it was like it's more or less £4,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
To get that was a Hydra vane, which are incredible, by the way. Like, they are one of the best ones. But yeah, there's a few others we've looked at as well, and they're all a very similar-ish price. But
we definitely want one before we do an Atlantic crossing.
Yes.
Ideally, for sure.
Also, we watched Impervidus's video the other day.
Yes, we did. I'm sorry we didn't comment. We were watching it on our TV, but yeah, Impervidus, your guys' videos are so helpful. So thank you for making them and being so informative.
Yeah, if anyone's cruising the Med and you want to see a little bit ahead, check out their videos.
Yeah, super informative, really, really useful. Is the Atlantic the most dangerous ocean?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
I wouldn't say so.
I would say the Southern Ocean. Yeah, that's South Atlantic, South Pacific. That's where the weather gets really bad. Yeah, so the Atlantic, I think, is probably the easiest.
Yeah, a lot of people say, basically, obviously, we've done the Bay of Biscay, and a lot of people say that is harder than the Atlantic crossing in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
The Atlantic crossing is just obviously long. It's a long crossing, but Bay of Biscay obviously can be like a washing machine and really unpredictable. Yeah,
you get a little bit. Yeah, the weather can be worse in the Bay of Biscay in some respects.
Yeah, like a good Atlantic crossing can be amazing from what we've heard.
Yeah, it can just be boring.
Yeah, if anything. But yeah, I think we'd do the Atlantic crossing, but we'd really think about other oceans.
Yeah, we would have to think very long and hard about other oceans.
On our boat.
On our boat. Yeah. But yeah, on bigger boats, I think we'd definitely just go for it.
I'll have to take you up on that. Same to you. You're welcome for a list. Do you know what? We would love to do a narrow boat cruise, because we've never actually even been on a canal boat. So.
And we live in Birmingham. We should definitely.
Yeah, it's a crime that we haven't been on a canal boat. But we live in a place with more canals than Venice.
Yeah. Have you done much research on the Orca interactions? Any thoughts?
Do you know what? We haven't looked into it much this year.
Not this year. Last year we did a lot of reading into it and looking into it, but this year we haven't done as much. I do think it's probably going to follow a similar pattern, that the start of the year, like April, May, they're probably going to start the interactions around Gibraltar, and then as the year follows on, they'll probably do the same thing, moving up towards the Bay of Biscay again. I wouldn't let it put anyone off. Yeah. I would just be aware of that they can be there, because there was other sailboats that saw orcas whilst we were sailing there as well, and they just passed through and swam away.
I think that's the thing to remember, is obviously when you're seeing so many stories and so many videos and so much about these interactions, you obviously automatically think
if you see them,
this is happening
happen
to so many boats. But the sheer amount of boats doing that route, it's such a minority that had interactions. Obviously it's still prepare for it and take care and try and avoid those areas. Or
I would say it's the fear factor is more of a thing in your head than it is the actual likelihood. Swimming in the sea, there's sharks and people are scared of sharks, but the likelihood of it ever happening is extremely rare. But it doesn't get rid of that little fear in the back of your head, and I think that's just a similar thing with this little route of cruising.
Cause our friend, Claire and Ollie, I don't know if you guys are still here, they saw orcas the same route that we were doing, and they just swam right by the boat.
Yeah, they got to see them. It
we
was
got
beautiful.
to see them swimming past, which was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not like it's definitely going to happen kind of thing. We had a Trapper 300, then a Trapper 501. That was a good boat.
They're brilliant.
Oh yeah, they're really good. I think we viewed one of those.
We saw that. We went and viewed a Trapper 300.
Before we bought Talisman, we viewed a Trapper 300. It looked like an amazing boat.
Yeah.
Definitely. Second-hand wind vanes are okay. Yeah, we'll be keeping our eyes peeled.
Yeah, we're going to try and see what we can find. And I'm sure things are going to start to come up at some point.
Tour Island if you want to practice Atlantic.
Yes. Yeah, I think that gives you a good solid preparation for what the weather can be like for sure. Ever seen Wind Hippie Sailing Channel? She's 26-year-old sailing single-handed.
She's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
I remember we watched her before we bought Talisman, and it was so inspirational.
Yeah.
Like I saw that and I was like, we can do this. We can do this. I mean, she's infinitely more knowledgeable and experienced than us, but still, it's really inspiring what she's done.
Yeah.
And she looks like she can just do anything she does.
Yeah.
Shallow seas can make vicious waves like the North Sea. South Atlantic is vicious between Cape Horn and Cape Town, roaring 40s.
Yeah, that's them. That's the rough seas. The North Sea. I mean, you can YouTube what the North Sea can be like, and it's the time of year. And as you say, like the shallow seas. So yeah, the North Sea is pretty shallow compared to the rest of the oceans. So yeah, it's just picking your times and your places where you actually want to sail.
It would be cool to learn more about your relationship as it affects the sailing life. How is it on land versus sea? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think it's much different. I think we've always we've been together for quite a long time. Well, for
12 years.
About 12 years now we've been together. And we've always kind of had like alternative, I guess, living situations. Like we've always like done a bit of traveling or living here, living there.
Yeah.
We've been apart for like 6 months before.
Yeah.
So I think we're quite adaptable in like our relationship, aren't we?
Yeah, if we want to do something, we do it.
Yeah, we're both very much like independent people as well. So we're quite happy to just. We get actually asked a lot. You know, how do you cope in a small space? You know, if one of you wants quiet time and you know the other one's annoying you or something, and we're just like always brutally honest with each other.
Yeah,
basically.
Pretty much what.
We're just like, oh, I'm going out, like you're annoying me now, and you're like, cool, see you later.
See you in a bit.
And I think on a boat, like honesty is just the best policy.
There's no point bottling anything.
Yeah,
up.
You can't hold grudges.
You can't hold a grudge. You got to be able to let things go.
Yeah.
And the honest thing is, nothing is perfect, and I think the sooner that you learn that you're going to annoy each other at times, and you just, you know, there's going to be another day tomorrow. You can just enjoy the next day or whichever it's like. Enjoy it.
Yeah, and we're both quite laid back. I think helps as well. I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Laid back or lazy, depending how you look at it. I need a book on what sea life I can eat. Lobsters in Florida and Bahamas don't even have claws.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it depends on where you are in the world, but there are books for each place. I even have to do the same. So like, even though I'm a marine biologist and I know a lot of different animals around the world in the oceans, I didn't know all the fish that were in the Mediterranean. So I had to like find a book and do some research on the internet and see what was like around at that point. But yeah, good books and internet, you'll be able to find some food.
Yeah, thank God for Google.
Thank God for Google.
Are you going to the Barcelona boat show? That would be cool. I don't actually. When is that?
I don't know when it is. If we're
if we're around there for sure, that'd be really cool. In Pavidas, we are chilling. Still in Turkey. A few setbacks, but we are good. Talk to Chris at Almerimar. Grumpy old man. Tell him we sent you. He will do you a good deal.
Oh, I think I have spoke to him once already.
Yeah.
I'll mention when we go back. If I see him again, I'll mention you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad you're good. Hopefully we'll see you about. I don't know what your plans are this year, but hopefully we'll see you guys.
Yeah, I think we'll have to cross paths at some point.
Yeah, that's true. I'm being called for dinner. Oh, see you, chili sauce.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Cats are useful for domestic breaks.
Going one hole each.
Yeah. I live on my 37 foot. You know that I bought near Nice 7 years ago. I'll be sailing back to Mediterranean next year, so may cross paths with you.
Oh, that'll be
I'm
incredible.
moored in Ipswich at the moment. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And what a beautiful boat
for
as
sure.
well.
Yeah. Stay in touch. Let us know if you're around where we are. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't know if anyone else has got any questions. Ask away, because if not, we will probably leave in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so lovely talking to you all.
Well, do you know what? If you guys want to see us do like a live video now and again as well, this is the first time we've ever done it.
Yeah.
So, we can potentially do them on a regular-ish basis, not like weekly or anything, but
yeah, you don't want to see us that much.
No, we'll just do it a little bit.
But yeah, we'll as we've said again, 2 weeks. There won't be videos, but after that we'll be on Talisman.
Yep.
So we will see you guys then. But feel free to head over to like all of our social medias, Instagram, Facebook, because we post on that quite regularly. So you'll be able to see what we're up to on there. Are you going to bring a cookbook out? You know what? It's quite funny because we have literally been speaking about this.
Yeah.
We're planning on it for sure at some point, I think.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool.
It'd be really cool.
Little Sailor's Cookbook, nothing too crazy, just something fun that we think you guys would enjoy.
Speciality pancakes will be on there.
In 5 different ways.
The ultimate crisp sandwich.
The ultimate crisp sandwich.
No, we would love to do that at some point for sure. It's a small world, can't wait to start sailing. Good luck everybody. Yes, honestly, good luck to all of you guys and all your plans and everything, because like you said, especially anyone that's in the med, there's every chance that we will all like cross paths at some point. And I think that's so cool that you can just be like, oh hey, like I know you, and come round for a drink and whatever. I think that's awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thanks guys. You smashed it. Have an amazing journey. Thanks so much.
Keep a journal, future book.
Guys, you're all so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. You make us so much less nervous.
Yeah, you really do.
You make us so much less nervous because you're all so supportive. So thank you. And yeah, we're going to shoot off now anyway. So you guys have a great evening, and we'll speak to you really soon. I think we'll try and do another one of these when we're back on Talisman. Yeah. But yeah, until then, we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining.
Yes, thank you all so much. Bye. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
See you later.